Get Inspired Live Vlog. My name's Brad, of course, as always. This is episode 124. It's Friday. It's 7 p.m. in the UK, I think, at the moment. Today, what we're going to be talking about is we're going to be talking about be honest. And I'll give you a real answer. So be honest, I'll give you a real answer. That's what we're going to be going with today. So tonight is pretty much simple. It's straightforward, really. We've got Timmy as well with us, of course, in the background, keeping an eye on everything. Tonight is really simple. I've asked you, what are you avoiding right now in life? Is there anything that you're avoiding? Anything that you're putting off? Anything that you're not too sure about? And if you can, or if you want to, just be honest in the chat, and I'll give you an honest answer. I'll give you an honest answer. I'll try and answer the best I can, of course. I'm just going to close these doors a little bit, and then that'll be a bit better, won't it? And this is not about fake motivation. This is genuine conversations. This is not based on BS. Or anything like that at all. A lot of people, so I did a poll, and I asked, what did I ask? I asked, what are you avoiding right now? What are you avoiding right now? That's what I've asked. Some people said something I know I should do. Some people said a difficult conversation. Some people said my goals, my disciplines. And 0% said nothing. I'm on track. So they're the things that I mentioned. So a lot of people did say something I know I should do. It's like I should be doing something. I know I should be doing something, but I'm not doing anything about it. That's what they said. I'll do the best I can tonight, guys. Let me just type this in. Let me just write this in. Type one thing you've been putting off. You okay? No worries. There we go. I'm going to share that. There we go. Then we know what we're talking about. Brilliant. That's great. So type one thing that you've been putting off. Hi, Shelley. How are you? Nice to see you again. Nice chill chat today, I think, Shelley. My energy's a bit low, but I'm doing my best. I'm here. I'm doing my best. Timmy says hi to Shelley. Hope you're okay. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, by the way. Thank you. What was I going to say then? So some people have just said something I know I should do. I should be doing something, but I'm just not doing. And sometimes we put things off because of fear, because of procrastination or things like that. Hi to Nanyan too. Hello. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. So this is the topic that we're on about today. What type one thing you've been putting off? You kind of like make excuses for sometimes that you can't be bothered to do something. And I get it. Life can get too much. You can get burnt out. It can be tiring, etc., etc. I understand that. I completely understand that. Cat and Dog Lover saying tired today. Do you know what, Cat and Dog Lover? I'm with you. I feel that right now. I'm drinking a can of Coke, and I know it's not healthy, but it's just a bit of sugar to keep me going. I hope you're okay. Thank you, Shelley. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a chilled one tonight. So anyone wants to share anything, they can do. If you don't want to, don't. I'll read all the comments, you know. Cat and Dog Lover saying, I'm done with school. I'm never going back. What do you mean by that? Have you finished? Have you finished your exams? Have you finished your, what do they call them now? Sorry, I'm showing my age. Have you completely finished? How do you feel about that, Cat and Dog Lover? Noz's Empire saying making videos. What's one? Oh, you've been putting it off, Noz's Empire. Right. What YouTube videos? What's holding you back? Why have you been putting it off? What's holding you back? Are you scared? What are you scared of? Are you scared? Are you going to put yourself on the videos? Or are you going to just video other things, Noz's Empire? I started. The good thing about starting Noz's Empire, it's a challenge and also a gift. When you first begin YouTube, right? Nobody's heard of you. I didn't tell anyone I was doing it. I didn't tell any family or anything. I just did it on my own. Hardly anybody watched my first videos that I made. My first videos weren't good, but no one saw them. But it gave me practice and it took the pressure off not telling anyone. Noz's Empire. I don't know if that helps you a little bit, but go for it if you can. If you want to do it, go for it. Nanya said, I've liked and subscribed to you. Nanya, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Timmy says thank you too. Thank you for subscribing, Nanya. And thanks to everyone else that's subscribed too. Your friend is proper annoying, Gabby's saying. Why are they annoying? You've been putting off homework, Stanley. I get why. Because it's a pain in the bum, isn't it? It's a bit boring sometimes, homework. I get why. You've been putting it off. Can you not break it down and do a little bit at a time? Would that help a little bit? I don't know. Stuff that happened and I know I'm not completely finished. Oh, what's happened, cat and dog lover? Sorry to hear that. You're sick and tired of getting angry at people all day, every day. Why are you getting angry at people? What are they doing to upset you? Lego theme, Noz's Empire. I'm a starting creator. Right. Bear in mind, Noz's Empire, bear in mind, right, I struggle too now. I've been going for 16 months, 17 months. I don't know everything, but it's a very, very difficult thing, is YouTube. It's a very, very, very difficult thing. And most people, they quit. They quit. And it's understandable. I get why. It is an absolute mountain. It really, really is. However, you just got to enjoy what you're doing. Take the pressure off a little bit. Enjoy. I'm assuming, Noz's Empire, that you are passionate or you enjoy Lego. So you're picking something that you're passionate about, which will help you a lot. And then just look at other people doing it. Look at other people doing Lego themed content and look at that and see, look at what they're doing well and try to imitate it, I would say, to begin with. But just imagine this, the first 6 months of the first year, you're in training. You're in training, basically, meaning that it's not going to be perfect to begin with. And that's okay. That's normal when you start something. Shelley saying hello to everybody. Thanks, Shelley. Sophie saying, I know. You're not really happy today, Luca. Why are you not happy? Do you live in the UK, Nanyan? Yes, I do. I am English. I'm currently in Croatia. I'm on holiday today. That's where I am today. So I'll keep talking about the content the best I can. Hello to Sahib, isn't it? Sahib? Or Sahib? Aaron? I hope I've remembered your name. If I've got it wrong, forgive me. Forgive my English. Forgive my accent, should I say. Let me get a bit of fresh air going on. I support Blackburn Rovers. But anyway, let me keep speaking the best I can and doing the best I can. So some people put off things. I should do something. I've been thinking about doing this. I've been thinking about doing that. And then you just don't do it. Even though you know you should, even though you need to. It might be revising for that exam. It might be doing your homework. It might be, I don't know, that thing that you've been thinking about for ages, like, I really want to make videos. I'd love to make Lego videos. This is just an example. I really want to do it, but then you put it off. And why'd you put it off? It could be procrastination, overthinking it, wanting it to be perfect, having a perfectionist mindset can hold you back. It can be the fear of being judged, people laughing at you, people thinking that you're not good enough, worried about failing. But she's understandable. I get it. But it's good to just go for it. Anyway, have you ever seen Hocus Pocus, James? Yes, I've seen it. A long time ago, mate. A long, long time ago. Am I from Spain? No, I'm from England, mate, Benjamin. Nice to meet you, by the way. What is my favourite hobby? I love exercising. I love circuit training. I used to do triathlons a long time ago, but I don't do them anymore. I love exercising. I love reading. I like chess. I love doing this as well. Nanyan. I love speaking to people and trying to help people. I really enjoy it, by the way. Viking, no, I'm not gay. Thought and I would buy a suit or a super chat, Otto. I'm not going to be doing that, sir. Anyway, I'm going to stick to the content, of course. Sometimes one of the big things that people avoid is avoiding difficult conversations. And they can be really, really tricky. Especially imagine your parents and they've been rude to you or they've been rude to your partner, but you didn't challenge them at the time. For instance, you let them get away with it and your partner's really upset. That could be an example. And you need to have that conversation, say, pull them to one side and say, I didn't like how you talked to my partner that time. And it's really difficult because you're avoiding that conversation because you're used to keeping the peace within the family unit that you're in, for instance. That can be a challenge, can't it? That can be a challenge. Has anyone ever avoided difficult conversations before? They put it off. It's difficult though if you're with someone, if you're around someone that's really unreasonable, that sweeps everything under the carpet all the time, but you really need to like address the elephant in the room, so to say. But you put it off because they'll be upset by it. So you avoid it. Tis what is this? Tis what? This is Timmy. Timmy says hi. Hello. He's a jelly cat. It's a jelly cat. Jelly cat's a company that makes plushies. I think he's really cool, and I have him in all my videos. This chat is wild, Caesar's saying. Hello, Caesar. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. It's a nice, chilled, calm, kind of reflective vlog, live, and whatever. I'll be responding the best I can to people. The title for today is Be Honest. Be honest, I'll give you a real answer. So what you're avoiding right now or what you're thinking about right now, anything that's challenging you right now, if you want to share, you can. If you don't. That's fine. And I'll respond the best I can. Okay? Vinta Varlan, welcome back. Hi to you. Hello, how are you? It's cool, Timmy. Yes, Timmy's lovely. Timmy says hello. He's giving you a little wave there, of course. Shelley saying, thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks, Shelley, again. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Caesar saying, yeah, I met you before. I've already subscribed. Well, do you know what, Caesar? Thanks for subscribing when you did, mate. Thank you. Fist bump to you. Nice one. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Mike is saying, do you know Sultan? No, I don't know that person. Anyway. Uncle Tunes, there you go. You got a shout out. So some people avoid difficult conversations. I understand why, because they're bloody difficult and they're awkward. So you're thinking, I'm not having that conversation with that person because I know they're going to kick off. They're going to go sick, even though they've overstepped my boundaries, even though I know that we need to have a word with that person because they're being banged out of order. But I'm going to avoid it because I have an avoidant mindset potentially. I don't like conflicts. I don't like conflicts. I don't think, oh, I love conflicts. This is great. Oh, can't wait to have an argument with someone. I absolutely hate it personally. However, sometimes you've got to have these awkward conversations and address the elephant in the room. Because otherwise, it's been swept under the carpet, but the problem's still there. If the problem's still there, it's not going to go away. and it's going to eat at you slowly, if you know what I mean. And sometimes you've just got to rip the band-aid off and go for it. And I get that it won't always be pretty or nice. I suppose it's how you deliver that awkward conversation. You get someone on a one-to-one in a calm environment, and then you go for it, if you know what I mean. Happy birthday to Lewis. Happy birthday, Lewis. I don't know who Lewis is, but happy birthday. Synth Crush AI, hi to you too. So I'll move on the best I can. I'll speak the best I can. If anyone's got anything to share, I'll read it out loud. Has anyone been putting anything off recently? Or anything else? Who knows? So the longer that you avoid that awkward conversation, the harder it can get. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for subscribing, Caesar. Shelley's saying as well. Thanks, Shelley. Thanks so much. You're a great mod. You're a great mod. Thank you. Anyway, some people avoid goals and discipline. Like people were mentioning the homework. It is boring. I've done university. I've got a nursing degree, and it was fucking, honest to God, some of the shit I had to read through was absolutely horribly boring. I am not joking. It was fucking painful. But I had assignments to meet. I had targets to meet in a certain time frame. It required discipline, and that sometimes means you're doing something that you don't really want to do. And what I do sometimes, I'm guilty of this, is I turn up and have an essay to do. I think, right, I need to start this. So I have a whole day off to do the essay, or at least to start it. I then sit down in the morning and think, right, I'm at my desk now. I'm going to do something. And then I think, do you know what? I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee first. So I make myself a cup of coffee. Then I sit back down, go, right, I'm going to crack on. And then I think, oh, there's a new series out. That new season's out of the whatever series it is, Game of Thrones, whatever it is, don't matter. And I'd watch a bit of it and I go, oh, that was good. I'll just watch another one. Before you know it, it's 12 o'clock. I've lost 3 hours. And then I've not even written a fucking word. And then the rest of the day, I'd be like, oh, it's lunchtime, so I'd have a bit of lunch. And then I just kept putting it off, excusing it. And I'd write maybe 50 words or less. I'm thinking, oh my God. And then that's when the anxiety kicks in, because you know you've got shit to do and you know you've just burnt a day away. And it might be your only day off that week to get that essay done. And you fucked it. You procrastinated. And it's like, oh shit. And that's when the anxiety comes. The worry comes, if you know what I mean. And I believe when you've got goals, a shit to do, we've all got shit to do, let's be real. It feels better when you do a bit of it. It feels better when you do a bit of it. Anyway. Someone's called me an absolute wanker. Wow. Straight Harumichi. Straight out the back there, lad. Synth Crush AI, I love you, bro. Respect to you too. Thank you. Silly two-time creature, hello. How are you? I hope you're okay. Welcome back, by the way. I hope you're okay, man. Shelley saying this is a positive channel. Please, no bad language to the horse. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Shelley. Please, you're going to get it, aren't you? But thank you. Joshua says, good evening. Good evening, Joshua. Do you have moles in your head? No, I don't, mate. Davis, welcome back. Big shout out to Davis there. Hello. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed as well. Is there one thing that's been putting you off? Is there one thing that you've been putting off in life, guys? Anyway. My friend of mine found out his moles are actually cancer. So it's like skin cancer, wouldn't it? Has he gone to a specialist? That's a problem, isn't it? Obviously. I hope your friend's okay, Joshua. Skin cancer is not always the end of the world. They can treat that. Not always, but a lot of the time they can. Mike's just got home from school. Guess what Davis is saying? I've got the job. Nice one. Davis, sorry, will you remind me what you're doing? Forgive me, I've forgotten what you were working towards. Do you know what, Davis? Well done. Fucking nice one. Well done, man. Oh, yeah, I remember the train job. That's amazing. The train instructor job or whatever it is. Sorry, I forgot the exact name of the term of the job role that we'd be doing. Jim says, nice to... Hi, Jim, as well. Cheers. I'm just drinking Coke, man. Don't always drink this, if I'm honest. Well done, Davis. I'm really happy for you, man. It is fucking nice, Davis saying, yeah, get in. He's celebrating. Celebrate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. When do you start, Davis, if you don't mind me asking? Digham saying, hello there, Moon. And Shelley saying, congratulations to Davis. Absolutely amazing. It's good to have a job. It's good to have purpose. Doesn't matter what that job is. And I know jobs can be a pain in the bum. They really, really can. But it's good to have some financial independence which can be gathered from having a job. Gives you purpose, gives you a reason. Makes you feel useful, gives you confidence in a way. It can lead you to other things too. I think it's a good thing to have. Anyway, I'll keep speaking. Can't get the words out today, guys. Sorry. Davis is saying, wait. No worries, Davis. Take your time. So most people don't fail because they can't do it. Most people don't fail because they can't do it. It's because they stop showing up. They stop trying. They stop having a go. Like today, if I'm completely bloody honest, I didn't 100% feel like doing this today. My energy's a little bit down. It's not that bad. I just couldn't be bothered. But I turn up anyway. You want to be a bus driver now? Why have you changed your mind, Davis? Stick with the trains. I think it's better money, mate. You will quit. Okay. Are you having us on, mate? You're having us on. If you are, you are. For fuck's sake, Davies. Why? I don't get it. Anyway, Ash, where are your hers? I haven't got any. I'm married. I've got a partner. I've been with her for 10 years, mate. Thanks to anyone that's watching. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. If anyone has anything to share, I will read it out. I will. If you share honesty with me, be real. Be real. Be real, man. Don't live a lie, is my point. Be a genuine, real person. It doesn't have to be flashy. And if you've got anything to share, I'll read through it and I'll try and answer it the best I can. David saying buzzes are my favourite thing. Well, work towards that then. Mabes is saying, I have warts. Right, okay. If you've got that, Mabes, I don't think I'm taking you very seriously there because that's absolutely crazy. However, you go to a doctor, wouldn't you? You go to the gum clinic or whatever it's called and get that sorted out. But don't be giving it to anybody. Shelley's got rid of it. Am I from Ireland, Footsvilles? No, I'm from England. This is an English accent. Irish accent is different. It sounds different to what I sound like right now, by the way. George Maskell saying, what am I putting off? Leaving this shit country. I understand. Oh my God, George. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. What am I putting off? I could actually say that to myself right now. I really fucking could. What am I putting off leaving this shit country? I've been thinking about it. Do I leave? Do I go somewhere else? Is it a sinking ship? Is the script already being written off, George? I can completely resonate with what you're saying. How would you achieve it if you're going to do it is the question, because it's not an easy task to leave a country, to go to another country. You need to have work. You have to have income to pay for yourself. It's not easy, George, is it? I've been very, very tempted by that recently. Oh, absolutely. I think about it quite often. George, thanks for bringing that up because I could definitely resonate with what you're saying. Shelley saying, Davis, stop. Okay. Thanks, Shelley. What is my dream, Ashish? What is my dream? My dream is to become... my dream is to do well on here, on YouTube, I'd say. And to do it and become better at it. Help people the best I can. I'm already achieving those things. That I want my channel to grow, of course I do. I put a lot of time and energy and passion into this, and I believe it will manifest in a positive way at some point. I believe that's already happening in its own way, of course. So that's my dream. And my dream is just to be, to be healthy, to be happy. I think I'm already achieving those things, though. I'm not from Ireland, George. Obviously, you know. George knows. George definitely knows that I'm not Irish. Official US government released the UFO files. What the fuck? Trump is going crazy. So he's releasing the UFO files, right? You've been to the UK when I was 18, Jim's saying. How did you find it? I'm not reading the swear words, guys. Come on. I am from the UK, England, yeah. Was he saying my next Palestinian ex-Muslim turned to Christ? Whatever you want to believe in, mate. If it works for you, it works for you. George, what happened with the local elections? George, I'm currently in Croatia on holiday, mate. So what happened? Please let me know. Please, honestly, I've not seen it, George. Please, if you can, George, please let me know. What do you think about the UK's changing demographics, as she said? I think it's an absolute mess. I think it's a sinking ship. I don't think it's sustainable. I think people will leave. Back to what I was thinking. I think if it carries on the trajectory that it's on and it continues down that road, it will just be one big cesspool, one big shithole. And there'll be no money, no resources, no services. NHS will be gone. Is that going to happen anyway? People will struggle. There'll be lack of opportunity, lack of income, lack of people working, and everyone's going to really, really struggle. And all the people, and including the people there, would want to move elsewhere because it's that bad. That's what I think is happening with the UK demographics, and that sounds very bleak. But I can just see it getting worse. And I hope that I'm wrong. I really, really hope that I'm wrong. But I just don't... I've seen the decline in real time in the last 20 years. And it's not improving. And I don't know what's going to improve that. But that's my thoughts. I don't know everything. All right, Kip is trying to be a bit rude. But anyway. Ireland is the easiest country to move to. George, why is it? It's next door. I'm from Sweden, Jim saying. How is Sweden, Jim? The UK demographic isn't changing. Oh, yeah, it's brand new, George. Nothing to worry about at all. Are you at peace? Me personally, yeah, I'm at peace within myself, yes. I'd say so. I'd say so, mate, yeah. Wazim saying, I'm in Sweden right now. How is Sweden? You seem like a good dude. I don't know. I was telling them you are not from Ireland. No, not at all. Not far from Mount George. You're not wrong. Manchester, about 30 miles away from Manchester, mate. You're close. You're close enough there. It's wonderful. I bet Sweden's nice. What have I got smeared on my lips, Stephen King? He's a really good author, is Stephen King. Nothing. Just my lips, mate. Just the way they are. Where would be better? It seems like the whole world is a sinking ship. Vince Vallan, you've just hit the nail on the head. You're absolutely correct. Really good point. Really good point. You're putting a bit of realism on there. Vince Vallan's putting a bit of like reality on there. It seems like the whole world's a sinking ship, and I can't really argue against what Vince Vallan's just stated because there's a lot of truth In the Western world, yes. Bro, your country ruled my country. I wasn't there, mate. I wasn't involved in that. It probably did. I don't know. Shelley is saying, George, thank you for your kindness. Thank you, yeah. Improvement will come when we come together, when we work together. Instead of being one, instead of being divided. I'd agree there, George. Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Hi to everybody, by the way. Timmy says hello too. He's just in the background. Timmy's giving everybody a wave. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. My name's Brad, by the way, if you don't know my name. My channel's called Inspirational Ambivert. Last channel was demonic Muslims pushing Satan. What are you about? Shiny Wizard. Hello, Shiny Wizard. I'm not about those things. I speak honestly, genuinely. I'm just reading through the comments. Anyone who wants to share things honestly on here, I'll respond in an honest manner too. I like to speak genuinely with integrity, with meaning, as much as I can. I make sense of things. I try to help people along that path and be myself. So I'm not all about this demonic this or demonic that. I'm not into that shit, mate. There's some mad stuff out there though, Shiny Wizard. There really is. If you start flicking through all these lives, you get a wide variety of things, don't you? Some of it's good, but some of it's absolutely ridiculous. But it depends what you feel like watching. I'm a Pakistani, pharmacy saying, thinking to go foreign for bachelor. I'm an engineering student now. Okay. Sounds like you've got a good plan there. Have you put it into action, Pharmacy 414? What have you done to achieve that? Immigrants make up 7 to 10% of the population. Yeah. Anyway. What can you advise about going foreign for bachelor's degree? It'd be bachelor's degree, wouldn't it? But coming to England to do it, what qualifications do you have? And what exactly would you want to do? Do you want to work in pharmacies? I'm assuming here. What exactly do you want to do, Pharmacy 414? This is not in London, Baker. David said very boring. David, sorry, pal, if it's boring. Fair enough, man. Just there's so much out there, mate. Do you know Stray Kids? It's thanks for helping my algorithm, by the way. Anyway, I'll keep on topic the best I can. Some people underneath fear, underneath avoidance. Fear underneath avoidance. So there's fear underneath avoiding things. That's what can occur. Fear of judgment. Fear of, guess what? I'm on here now. Am I going to get judged? Fucking right, I'm going to get judged. I'm going to get people being rude to me every fucking time. Calling me this, calling me that, whatever. But that is a fear of judgment. And that's what happens. You'll be judged either way, no matter what you're fucking doing. If you do too less, they'll judge you. If you do too much, they'll judge you. If you act too confident, they'll call you cocky. If you don't act confident enough, they say you need more confidence. Every fucking time. And people can only see you based on their own perception. So some people will put you in a box. They'll label you as useless. They'll label harmless. They'll label you as something. And that won't be you, but that's the limitations of their perception of you as a fucking person and what you're capable of. And a lot of people, they won't even try to get to know you. They won't even bother. And then they'll judge you and put you in a box based on a very limited amount of information about you. And therefore, they'll be judging you. And that fear of judgment can really slow people down. They don't ever do anything. They don't go for anything. They're just too scared about what other people think or what they might think. And then they act in accordance with trying to please those people. And if you live like that, you're living a lie, really. You're not living your best self. You're not living true to yourself. You're living a lie then. I'm going on a little bit here, aren't I? But that fear of judgment can be very, very, very powerful. Peer pressure is the motherfucker. Doesn't matter what age you are. You think it's going to affect you when you're a teenager. And it does affect teenagers and young people. Of course, peer pressure does. But it affects adults as well. It affects adults. Fear of failing. Fear of fucking up. Fear of dropping the ball. Fear of looking like an idiot. Fear of getting it wrong. Failing. And then that causes people to freeze. So they don't do what they were supposed to do. They put off what they were supposed to do. And they don't live the best lives. And then what can happen is you get older. I keep saying this, but time goes fast, man. It goes really fast. And then before you know it, you're 60, 70 years old. And you're thinking, I'd have been good at that. I'd have loved to have done that, but you never did it, you never tried. Fear of failing. Another one is fear of changing.
Fear of success.
Fear of success, good point. Fear of success. Fear of success. I'll add that on. Fear of success, yes.
That's very common.
Very, very common, yeah. Fear of thinking you're not good enough for success. Fear that you're not able to be successful, that you don't deserve it, that you're not going to be able to handle the success.
Yeah.
So you talk yourself out of situations.
Yeah.
You put it off. You procrastinate. You put the brakes on, even if you're the best at something. Your fear of success is a big, big one. Thanks for sharing that one, Sander. Fear of changing, fear of developing, fear of changing is a big one. That's why people put things off as well. Thinking, I'm comfortable, I'm comfy, I don't want to change, I want to stick to what I know. Fear of changing, but life's going to change either way. Anyway, I've been snitching on everyone in Chicago, Jerome saying. What do you mean, been snitching on everyone in Chicago? What have you been doing? Jerome. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad, by the way, Jerome. And how's life in Chicago? Well, it is expensive to go foreign. Well, my father is dead a long time ago. I'm really sorry to hear that for him. Sorry to hear of your loss. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much. Timmy says thank you too to all your support. Thank you so much. Your mum's raised you your whole life. My mum's dream is to go to North Mountain area just for a visit. What's the North Mountain area pharmacy? Respect to your mum, by the way. Respect to your mum for bringing you up. I'm glad you had that person in your life. I respect to your mum, by the way. You can't do right from wrong. Yeah, you're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't. So do it anyway. Do it anyway. And there's a really good thing of not giving too much of a fuck what other people think. It's like a massive weight's been lifted off your shoulders. It held me back for a long, long, long time. I give less of a fuck now, though. I won't be doing... If I gave a fuck what other people thought, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. I wouldn't be doing any of this shit. I wouldn't, trust me, because I'd be too fucking self-conscious. I'd be too self-conscious, getting judged or put down. I won't be doing shit. But that feeling of not giving a fuck is so good. Doesn't mean you're a dick. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Doesn't mean you're going to be horrible to people. That's another story. But that not giving a fuck, trust me now, it's a relief. It's a relief. It's a heavy burden to carry when you're giving too much of a fuck what other people think. It's a heavy burden to carry. It slows you the fuck down, mate. Anyway, I'll move on. Mythical Grill. Respect to you, Mythical Grill. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you, Mythical Grill. That's really kind of you to say. Thank you so much. Shelley's saying, pharmacy, that sounds like a nice dream. It does. It does. It sounds like you've got a goal, you've got a vision there, pharmacy. I like it. I know it might not all be easy, but please go for it. Please go for it, man. Or at least try. You know, you owe it to yourself, man. I think you will do by the sound of it. Oh gosh, what happened? Why are you so mad? I'm not mad. I'm calm. Sorry if I sounded mad. Pharmacy says, is that make easy for anyone? If there is some friend of country who can make my way easy to another country. Suppose if you've got friends there, you've got a support system there, they could help you, point you in the right direction. If they're already living in that country, they could do. But you have to have a good relationship with someone for them to do that for you, pharmacy. That could help, yes. Shelley, well, my dream is to travel much of the countries and have a beautiful wife one day. Death is ultimate reality of life. Yeah, it is, pharmacy. Well, that's a doable thing, to see the world and have a nice wife and meet a nice wife, nice woman, have a nice family, have a nice job. That's achievable, mate. That's achievable. It takes time, don't get me wrong. Ernie Corth is saying, one thing you've been putting off, death. I think we all are, mate. Ernie. Hello, Ernie. My name's Brad, by the way. Yeah, I get it. Kuldeep. Hello. Which country? I am from the UK. English. Shelley saying, pharmacy, you're a nice young person. You will make friends, no problem. Shelley, well, as an 18-year-old, I have no friends. Never had friend. Well, you're more than welcome on here, pharmacy. We'll support you the best we can. Respect to you. Respect to you. Snow Squirrel, welcome back. Great to see you all here. Great to see you here again. Great to see everyone else here again as well. Of course. Snow Squirrel is saying, good evening, Brad. I've been putting off quitting some bad habits and deciding if I want to try the same work at another company. Right, so you're not completely happy with, is it, I remember you work with tree surgeon, is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Been quitting some bad habits. What are the bad habits? If you don't mind answering. Don't answer if you don't want to, though, Snow Squirrel. And how are you going to achieve that? And to try, why would you want to decide to work for another company? Do you not like the company that you're with now? Oh, sorry, one thing was the question. Don't worry, Snow Squirrel, it's all right. For me, my mum is everything for me to saying, oh, that's lovely, mate. Respect to you. Give yourself time, reflect, and your education first. Sometimes you might have a few things that you want to do all at once. Thinking, I want a wife, I want a new job, I want to move to another country, I want to see the world, I want to do all these things. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to doing all those things, but thinking, right, what's the easiest thing I can do? What's the one that's important, most important? Education or whatever it is. What's the next step? I'll just focus on that next step. Complete that and then on to the next thing. Anyway. Hardship. Brother from which country? I'm from England. Nice to meet you, by the way. Vince Fallon said, I've had some specific dreams that it struck me. I don't know if I'm interested to put in the time that success requires. Time is also valuable. True. True. Time is valuable. It really, really is. You never get it back, do you, Vince Fallon, on your time? And sometimes you might think, oh, I want all this success doing X, Y, Z, but I don't really want to put my time into that because I want to value my time. I want to be present in this moment. I want to live my life. I don't know. Success is different for everyone, Vince Fallon, I'd say. That's actually questioning whether you want it or not, because everything comes at a price, doesn't it? It really, really does. So to be a doctor, a surgeon, to be the CEO of a big company would take a lot of sacrifice and a lot of time, wouldn't it? Anyway, are you prepared to do that? If that's what you want. And being a CEO is not everything. Being whatever. Depends what you value. Anyway. Snow Squirrel saying mums are amazing, aren't they, pharmacy? Oh, they really are. They really are. Not everyone can say that. Some people don't have nice mothers, do they? But most people, I like to think that a lot of people do, if you're lucky. Mr. Chocolatey, miss me. Hi, Mr. Chocolatey. How's it going? I've said I'm from England. 100% scrub, but not always. Koitik Sonny saying, imagine getting robbed in China and cost ask you what they look like. Okay. Where am I from? I'm from England. Koitik Sonny's not being very pleasant there. I'm not going to read your comments, mate, to be honest. Anyway. Pharmacy, you'll get, you're young, Shelley's saying. You'll get a friend. Just busy with your schooling for now. I'm glad you came on the channel. You're a very kind young man. Yes, you are. A credit to your mum, to your family. You really are. And I'm going to ignore someone because they're being rude. That's what I'm going to do. But you're helping my algorithm, so thanks. Jim's saying, it's odd to think that everything you learned, filth and smell will one day be nothing. Everything that you've learned, everything that you've done will one day be nothing. Maybe. Maybe. What team I got? Oh, Sander. Thanks, Sander. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sander. Timmy says thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you. Says thank you so much. Thank you. That's lovely. Big shout out to Sander. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'll keep reading the comments. Thanks, Sander, for your support. Thank you so much. Curtis, sorry, you're being really racist and inappropriate, so I'm not going to read your comments. If you're going to be respectful on here, I'll read them. If you're not, then there might be a timeout coming. But you're not, it's not okay. You know what I mean? And I don't really appreciate racism or anything like that. It's not okay. And my channel's not about that. My channel's about respect for anyone, man. Doesn't matter what. You know, that's very, very, very important. And anyone that goes against that, it's not your room, isn't it? It's not your room. Go elsewhere. If you don't align with what I'm saying, then go somewhere else, man. Respect, man. Respect is important. Being honest is important. Having integrity, true integrity. Without integrity, you've got fucking nothing. Being a good person, showing respect and kindness to others. And there'll be positive consequences for that. If you go the other way, it's not going to end well in life. But anyway, who's going to listen? Some people won't listen to what I've just had to say there. Some will, some won't. Anyway. Shelley's backing up what I've just said. Thank you. Pharmacy says, well, where I live, where do you live, Pharmacy? This country doesn't give an F about it. They have also cancelled my mum's retirement money. I'm sorry to hear that, man. What do I think of the EU? I don't think it's amazing. That's all I've got to say. LGBTQ, I'm not going down that road. Anyway. You should read the Quran. I'm sure it's got some wise sayings in there, but I'm probably not going to read it if I'm honest with you. It's not for me, personally. Respect to anyone who believes whatever they want to believe in, but it's not for me personally, if I'm honest. Tanner, Hello, Tanner. Respect to Tanner. Big shout out to Tanner, man. Welcome back, mate. Hope you're okay. Have you got the weekend off, Tanner? I hope you've got a bit of rest coming up. You work hard, so you need it. I hope you've got some rest, mate. That's all I've got to say. Bit of chill time for Tanner. He works hard as Tanner. Snow Squirrel is saying the team changed a lot over the years where you worked. It's a bit younger now and more drama. Too much stress. I smoke way too much and I isolate myself with cannabis. Ah, shit, Snow Squirrel, yeah. It's going to slow you down, isn't it? I get it. That's your habits there. Have you ever tried to quit before? Shirley saying, thank you for deleting it. Have respect for the horse, thank you. Respect to others too. Going on stage and I have to. Layla, hi Layla Campbell. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. So you're putting off going on stage. What do you do? What are you doing on stage? Are you acting, singing, dancing? What are you doing? What is it? A drama class or something like that? I'm guessing here a performance. What exactly are you doing? If you don't mind sharing. Shelley says hello to Tanner. Sandra says good evening. Thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. Well, Squirrel, don't smoke and don't do such things that will end up causing more troubles. It can do. Depends what you want out of life. Are you married, Uncle? My name's Brad. Not married. I've been with the same partner for 10 years. Snow Squirrel's saying the work is nice, but the company's become a bit fake and money-centered. Typical. I want to be with other tradesmen who are passionate about the work, not only about making money. Yeah. Profits before people sometimes, isn't it, Snow Squirrel? And I get it. We live in capitalism. People make money, etc., but it can go too far sometimes. I get it. Anyway. Sander saying woohoo, whatever. Right, thanks, Sander. Snow Squirrel is saying that's what I miss from farming, but I quit farming because I couldn't make enough money working for other farmers. I miss farmers. Those are some honest people. Snow Squirrel, I absolutely agree. And you know what? One of the biggest, I think it's sad, the farmers, they're so underappreciated in society. Without them, with no food or very little food, or no food, they're essential to the running of society, our farmers, and they really are undervalued, in my opinion, and underpaid. I think it's wrong. Big shout out to farmers, man. They do it's hard work though. I've never done it as a job, Snow Squirrel, but I'm aware that it's a very tasking physical job, and it's 365 days of the year, waking up early in the morning, doing dirty work. There's no guarantees with crops. There's a lot of challenges to being a farmer, and a lot of the supermarkets undercut them. They pay them bottom dollar so they can give so Tesco can give cheaper milk to the customer, but it's at the cost of the farmer. There's more to what I've just said, but anyway. Pharmacy saying, Snow Squirrel, I think you should pet some chickens and go on a walk daily. It might help. Yeah, it's replacing that smoking and smoking weed, isn't it? I've done it, Snow Squirrel, in the past. I used to do it, to be honest. And it takes a while to come away from those things, but it's replacing it with something else that's healthier, isn't it? Tana's saying we need to learn to live with bare minimum these days. Yes, we do. Maybe there's more of that to come in the future, Tanner. Sander loves chickens and walkies. Sander's sending some love and respect towards Shelley. Pharmacy's then saying, well, I had chicken, Sander. I had 53 at once. We kept chicken for enjoying. And at the end of the day, when they all got sick, I ate all of them. Oh, dear. 53 of them? Like a chicken genocide going on there, Pharmacy. Anyway, chicken tastes amazing, let's be real. Tastes great. Eggs are amazing too. They give us a lot to chickens. They really, really do. Anyway, Tanner said the cost of living soaring, unfortunately, not only in wealthy countries, but also in poor countries. Tanner's hitting the nail on the head. Croatia's an example of that, Tanner.
We got the euro and everything.
Yeah, the Croatia used to be, the currency in Croatia used to be Croatian kuna. 2.5 years ago, approximately, they went to the euro currency. They switched to euro and everything got more expensive.
It's something that was like 9 kuna.
Yeah.
Triple in price in
So,
euro.
so let's say garlic is 10 pence, and then in Croatian kuna, then they go to the euro, and then it's £1 or £2 for the same garlic. Even though it used to be 10 pence, now it's like 10 times more. Not with everything, but with something that's got more expensive. And the list goes on. Tanner's giving a good example as well. I think it's throughout society. Tanner. Tanner's saying pharmacy, that's a sad but happy story. Is my religion smile is virtue? I don't know what you mean by that, sorry. People, please respect the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Shelley. EU still better than the UK. UK struggling. Really is. Really is. Let's be real, man. Pharmacy saying, I have memories when I woke up daily in morning. I open the door of chicken house. I see eggs at once. I had seen 11 eggs at one day, and we should never sell those eggs. What do you mean if you let them grow into little baby chickens? I'm guessing. Snow Squirrel said, Mark Rutte's messed up big time here in the Netherlands. He is now very high ranked in NATO. Yeah, I can imagine. He climbed the greasy pole, I suppose, Snow Squirrel, on the back of other people suffering. Climbing the greasy pole is just, it's like being a greasy, slimy bastard, basically, in order to succeed, to climb up the hierarchy of whatever, to climb the corporate ladder. That's what that would be. Anyway. Sounds amazing, Sanders saying. Yeah, amazing. God save the king. I know, I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there, man. That's not for me, that. Anyway, all those voice of chicken, those were the golden days of my life, okay?
Okay, then.
Tanner saying hello to Shelley. Pharmacy, I'm not a religious person. However, I respect all religions. And that's that. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, though, I agree. Stormtrooper, welcome back. Fist bump. Marty saying, fist bump. How are you? Shelley saying, Tanner, how are you, friend? Hope you're keeping well. I think much of social media, television, and like Instagram is to spread racism and hate. Yeah, it's to divide and conquer in a nutshell, Pharmacy. Anyway. Adolf Hitler. I'm not going down that road. Anyway, I agree. I don't like racism, nor I tolerate hate. Thank you for your wisdom. Yeah. Andrew King, let's not smoke.
That's random.
What do you mean by that? Bro, MMA, welcome back. I've seen you for a while, mate. How's it going? Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well.
Adolf Hitler. Love the name.
Pharmacy is saying, you know what people feel about, they get bullied because they don't like what society wants. Anyway, Bintabalan saying, turns out dinosaurs survived and that they are birds. Ostriches are some of the oldest types. Yeah, they're huge, aren't they? When I look at chickens, it sort of makes sense. Cool to be eating dinosaurs for dinner.
Okay.
In a way, they do resemble them, yes, to an extent. Could that happen to humans? That'd be weird. I'm thinking outside the box here. Darren is singing. What are you singing, lad? Timmy, hello, Timmy. Hello, Timmy says hello. Forget your dinner.
Oh.
Have you forgot your dinner, Timmy?
Yes.
He said yes. I forgot it.
Oh.
He's chilling in the back. Anyway. Lucas said, say who won the 2019 UCL final against Spurs. That was 1-0. I don't know, Luca, mate. Can't remember. Anyway. Comfort can quietly ruin momentum. So being too comfortable for too long can ruin momentum. Being in the comfort zone is nice. It's okay to coast every now and again, to take it easy. But if you do it for too long, you can end up stuck, not moving forwards, basically. So let me just chill a minute. Put that away. Sorry, guys, I'm just having a moment of a little rest. Let me have a moment. So, something that I'm referring to my notes a moment. Sometimes the thing that you're avoiding is actually the next step in life. Sometimes the thing that you're avoiding is the next step in life. It's essential that you make it. Growth usually feels uncomfortable at first. You don't need to fix your whole life tonight. It's not going to happen. You're not going to fix your whole life tonight. Maybe some people can, but I don't think many can. Just stop running from one thing. Focus on the one thing and work towards it. I'm just going to read the comments now, guys. Of course. Anyone who wants to share something they can do, feel open and free to. Keep it respectful, though. This is not a religious channel. It just is not. It's not that. There's lots of religious channels out there. You'd probably, if you started flicking through now, you'd find a Muslim one, or you'd find a Christian one, or whatever. I ain't doing that. I'm not that guy. I'm not that person. And I'm not really going to go into depth on that really much. It's just not for me personally, and that's what I want to discuss. They've been talking about religions till you could talk about religions till the cows come home, and then they've been doing it for centuries. Anyway, landing on the moon, yeah, propaganda. Yes, there was thingy about that pharmacy. I watched WWE. Have you seen the Hulk Hogan documentary? Passed away last year, didn't he? Pharmacy, sad. Interesting. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Sander. Thank you so much. I'm just going to pin that. Thanks. Now, for now, the day bleeds. I'm singing that. I hope you have a nice little, Darren, I hope you have a nice audience to enjoy that with. That can enjoy you singing. Rumpelstiltskin, hello, mate. Welcome back, mate. Oh, how are you? Hope you're okay. Pharmacy religion is two wolves and a sheep trying to decide what to have for dinner. That's why we don't talk about religion, my friend. Exactly. Well said, Shelley. Very wise, Shelley. Really wise.
Right, he's actually stand up. I'm sick and tired of 5 minutes. I need to chill.
If Yeah.
This guy's asking, are you Christian, are you Christian, are you Muslim, are you Christian, are you Christian?
Doesn't matter what you are. I'm not going down that road. Toodle pip. Anyway, Rumpelstiltskin say one thing I've been putting off procrastinating. Well, I'll type it later. Yeah, type it later, Rumpelstiltskin. Tomorrow. Do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, though, does it? Rumpelstiltskin said, in all seriousness, everything life. Putting off life, what do you mean of that? What do you mean by that? The Bible is full of wisdom too. So is any spiritual or psychological literature out there. There are so many. Yes, there are. And yeah. I'm going to the next topic. I think exercise is best to release tension. Yes. I'm not really going to read religious things because I'm not. Anyway, find your own faith elsewhere. Yorick, hi Yorick, welcome back, mate. How are you? Hi Brad, I got notification you went live and was in the park feeding the ducks. Just got back now. How was the park? Was it nice weather? Everyone saying hello to Yorick. I didn't watch the whole documentary. It's on Netflix, mate. It's really good for him, say. It's interesting. It's from the old days. It's from he was from basic. He was like I think he started in the 70s and he kept going until the 2000s. He had an amazing career. His body got smashed to pieces. Interesting character anyway, I'll say that much. Very influential person. He is dead, yes, sadly. Shelley saying, Yorick, I enjoyed your life feeding the ducks. Please check out Yorick's channel, guys. He's got his own channel. He lives in London. He does a lot of content in and around London, in parks, at the O2 Arena and other places, museums. And he also does Words of Wonder, which is like a game, interactive game. He does that on a lot of evenings from 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. during the week. UK time. Anyway. Sandra's saying, Yorick, I hope you didn't feed the ducks breadcrumbs. Bread's meant to be bad for ducks, isn't it? It's bad for the stomach, yeah. Not everyone knows that, though. I don't know why, though. I don't know what the science is behind it.
There's signs in some places.
Rumpelstiltskin saying, I've been putting off everything. Life, work, everything. I'm like that salmon who's given up swimming against the current. I'm okay where the current takes me now. You're going with the flow, Rumpelstiltskin, though, there. You're thinking, do you know what? I'm going to jump off this rat race a little bit. Let's just go with the flow. That's another way of looking at it, Rumpelstiltskin. It really, really is. That's another alternative perspective there. Thanks for sharing. Pharmacist saying, in my life, I've eaten duck, chicken, goat, and beef. Okay. Yeah, I know little about Hulk Hogan. Well, it's worth, if you like wrestling, Pharmacy, then it's worth watching. I think it's interesting. His life story is interesting. Your favourite's Brock Lesnar. Yeah, he's an absolute beast, yes. You gave them oats, Yorick. Yorick's in the know about the what to feed ducks. Oats. Interesting. No worries, Yorick. It's all good. Fist bump, mate. It's all good. Snow Squirrel saying, yeah, no nutrients in bread and they won't search for real food then. Because they'll be full from the bread. The ducks that you're feeding the ducks bread, you're not meant to feed them that. A lot of people still do it though, don't they? Or peas, they love peas. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, defrosted.
Only a little bit of oats, deep frosted. Oh, there we go. And it damages their tummies, stomachs as well. So bread damages ducks' stomachs. And it fills them up. And then they're not hungry for nutrient-rich food, so they've got lack of nutrients in the bread. But could all that apply to ourselves a little bit? Too much low quality bread is bad for us as well, I'd say. On that note, Rumpelstiltskin saying Hulk Hogan used to watch that a lot back in the day. Triple H, Tatanka, Yokozuna, Shawn Michaels, Hitman. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin. It's a good documentary. It's on Netflix about Hulk Hogan. If you're into that, you'll find it interesting. Vince Valen saying Greenland sharks are cool. They live for hundreds of years. I didn't know that. They don't reach puberty until they're 100. They have maggot-filled eyes. That's crazy. And slowly move in the icy depths, sucking in their prey. Interesting. Greenland sharks. I've never even heard of them before. They can be frozen uncut peas, Yorick. The Roman bloodline era was good too. I've not seen that. I watched a bit of the Hulk documentary yesterday with Yorick saying, yeah, it's worth watching, in my opinion. Pharmacy is saying, well, thank you, everyone. Nice to meet you, Pharmacy. Good luck with your goals in life. It's nice to meet you. You're a nice young man that respects his mum, which I respect. Nice to meet you, and good luck with your future endeavours. Good luck. I don't know about pigeons and crows, Yorick.
Yes, peas as well.
Peas as well, Sanders saying.
I looked it up.
Rumpelstiltskin saying, been to Baland. Don't snakes pee through their skins? Heard that it's the reason that why meat needs to be scrubbed and cleaned to get rid of ammonia before consumption. I don't know about that either. Yorick the bird whisperer. I've been quiet for a moment, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Doric says quack quack. Rumpelstiltskin, have you read Rumpelstiltskin saying, have you read Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist? I've heard of it, but I've never read it. Or any of Salman Rushdie's books. It's Midnight's Children, both masterpieces. No, I haven't. I've heard of The Alchemist though, but I've never read it. Hello from Bali, the Arco. Nice to meet you, by the way. How's life in Bali, by the way? Yeah, and my energy is 1,000%. Isn't 100%. I'm going with the flow. Sander, ha ha ha, quack quack quack. Shelley's saying. Sander's laughing there. Yorick saying, try playing pigeon and crow sound from my phone to see if they react to it. They don't. They didn't seem to be bothered. They weren't really into it. I think you need to like try and perfect that, Yorick. Put some time in. Maybe do a bit of e-learning on that, and then you'll be truly master the sounds. I'm joking, of course. Shelley saying, Rumpelstiltskin, thank you for that. I'd be interested in both of them. Alchemist. I've definitely heard of it, but I've never really looked at it, if I'm honest. Thank you for sharing. Anyway. Yorick, play a cat sound and test it again.
Jason.
Yeah, chase them. You are a good person. Sorry, 1 minute. Mashaki, or whatever.
The
You are a good person. Together we will sell red tomatoes in the market at a low price and earn huge profits.
Tell him to come to Split and we can do it at the market. If he has loads of tomatoes, we're in for the deal.
Yeah, right then. So we've got a deal now. We've got the tomatoes and we'll sell those tomatoes.
Howard, how have the tomatoes been grown? Are they artificially grown or naturally grown?
Are they natural, the tomatoes?
Organic.
All right. Yeah. Rumpelstiltskin saying, I used to rent a room in a bungalow of a very old-time commie, okay, inspired doctor. I read up his old commie socialist Soviet library. I didn't derive any inspiration from Manchu, but I enjoyed it. Wow. Must be very well read, Rumpelstiltskin, by the sounds of it. Therefore educated. So yes, I'm open to the tomato selling business. I don't know who we're going to sell them to though. So Eric's saying all the ducks will disappear from port when I play the cat sounds. Yeah, but it's worth it. It's worth it, Yorick. It's definitely worth it. You'd be rude not to. Make sure you do it tomorrow, mate. I won't be happy if you don't do it tomorrow. I'm joking. Anyway, Santa's saying, yep, Yorick, and other birds too. I didn't stay on topic for too long today. It is what it is. Go with the flow. I'm going to read all the comments the best I can. I'm chilling right now. Yeah. Anyway, Snow Squirrel saying tomatoes take quite some care for the best harvest. Lots of taking away thieves, little new branches need to be taken off to stimulate tomato growth. Lots of labour. So you're getting rid of the dead wood basically, so the energy's not used. The energy's used on the tomato itself, not on the dead branches, for example. Labour intensive. I didn't know that. I've known nothing about tomatoes other than eating them. Sorry, Snow Squirrel. Thanks for sharing, by the way. I didn't know that. Socialism had its perks. Sander, what was good about socialism? Einstein wouldn't have been too bothered about seeing the ducks. No, I think he'd be okay with them. Rumpelstiltskin says, Shelley, I'd early recommend Jeffrey Archer's A Quiver Full of Arrows. I remember you bringing that up in the past. Alfred Hitchcock's Happiness is a Warm Corpse. Both collection of short stories, awesome books. It's a bit like Twilight Zone then, in a way. Or Tales from the Crypt. Rumpelstiltskin. God, Brian. Hi, I'm an experienced mod for 4 years, almost. Can I work as your mod for free? I don't know you. I already have some mods already. I only have a few mods that I trust. I don't want any more, if I'm honest. Thank you for offering. I don't know who you are. You're more than welcome to be on here. If I notice that someone's really consistent and respectful, etc., then I'll ask them to be. Ask is the word though, because some people might not want to do it. They don't want to put any pressure on anyone. But I wouldn't give it to someone I don't really know. I don't know you. If I'm going to be completely honest. Sander's saying, Yorick, he'd be much more invested in lettuce and peas. Yeah? Einstein would have bit bite ducks for taking his lettuce. Anyone who's watching, Einstein is a rabbit, Yorick's rabbit that he used to have. Sorry to say. Anyway. Yorick, you're right. Couldn't be asked. Snow Squirrel saying, yeah, it is what it is. They grow up in the elbow of the leaf where the tomatoes grow on the left. It's sap energy from the tomatoes. I look like Henry Cavill. I certainly do not, Johnny. I look like Superman. I don't think I do. I'll take it anyway, though, lad. Bloody hell. Anyway, Sandy's saying, I met the needs of people, Brad, who was focusing on the people. The goal was to ensure goods and services are distributed evenly across society, limiting the wealth inequality found in capitalism.
That was a good side of it.
That was a good side of socialism.
That was the people were, that's why it's so cushy in Croatia, because it's the remains of the socialism that we used to have.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think? Why do you think it's so comfortable here?
Yeah.
Easy to live, easier to live still.
Shelley's saying, Rumpelstiltskin, I read them. Brilliant. You've got good taste in books. Good man yourself. Well-read person. Our dealer's just helping my algorithm with saying what religion am I? I'm not any. No, let him keep going.
It's just time out.
I know, thank you. Yugoslavia was socialist. Yes, it was. Well, I can say I don't want to be a mod Rumpelstiltskin saying I'm allergic to responsibilities. Another golden trait of mine. Sandra's giving 10 minutes. No worries. Rumpelstiltskin saying, golden trait of yours was that previous account, Mr. Gold. I've not seen Mr. Gold for ages. I think he probably got bored of his own trick, or whatever you want to call it. Scandinavia is socialist and it was the happiest place in the world. Winter Valan is backing up what Sandra's saying. Sandra was also saying Croatia, that they're still benefiting from the socialism from years ago. However, too much socialism can be bad, can't it? Too much of anything can be bad, yeah.
Look at capitalism, what's that doing for us?
Capitalism's, yeah, cruel. Anyway, I don't know what the perfect system is. I don't think there is a perfect system. There isn't one, is there?
I think every system is good to some and bad for some.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are in the system.
Yeah.
How far up are you? How well are you doing?
True. Yeah. Oh. I think this is just a chilled live today, guys. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm doing my best. Sorry. I'm not 1000%. Winter Valan, it is the happiest place in the world. What Scandinavia? If you look at all the best countries to live in the world, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway, they're amongst the best rated places to live in the world. Not that I've ever lived there, but anyway. Timmy is the golden one now. He is. Timmy is the golden one. Absolutely. Oh dear, sorry guys. Do my best. Rumpelstiltskin, at least you're probably somewhat free if you avoid responsibility, yeah? Do the bare minimum. Quiet quitting, they call it. Could be doing the bare minimum, for an example. Vince Fallon saying, I think socialism depends on the societal trust, and that is not how the world works in general. True. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I don't have such a count, or maybe you are referring to the German folklore, Rumpelstiltskin. Sorry. Store Squirrel, I do enjoy my freedom. Don't we all? We need more of it. Timmy, did you go to the beach today? He said no, I didn't go to the beach. I need to get to the beach. Let me see what I can do. I'll try and bring him. Oh, sorry guys. I'm tired too. Guys. Sorry. Yeah, I am. Yorick, oh, got it. Definitely not me. I'll be on the lookout for my intellectual doppelganger. Timmy's still not had his pina colada at the beach photo shoot. No, not yet.
Okay.
Melroy Castellino. I'm having suicidal thoughts. I've been in depression for the past year. Praise. I think you said that yesterday, Melroy. You said exactly the same thing yesterday. I hope that you're okay. Sending you love and respect. But you said the same thing yesterday. I responded to you, didn't reply back. So I'm going to see what else you have to say before I respond to that. It's exactly word for word the last thing you said on my last live.
I think yesterday I thought it was fake. It's like a fake profile.
Yeah.
And the fact I'm from India as well.
Yeah, it seems I'm questioning that. Anyone that's genuinely suffering from such things, I have a lot of empathy and time for. However, I'm mindful that not everything, I take things with a pinch of salt, let's say that much. Anyway, Snow Squirrel saying, yeah, we should unite for 4 days work, 3 days weekend as a standard full time with same pay, like they did for our current standards as well in history. That'd be great, Snow Squirrel. I'm on board, mate. I'm on board. Will it happen is another question. Derek saying sorry to Timmy. Brad, why don't you have a rest? You've done enough. Shelley, you're really, really, really thoughtful. Very, very kind. I'm going to keep going a little bit longer. You're a really kind person. Thank you. Spamming Brad, yeah. Why spam? Why did he spam is the question. What's the point of it? He's a sad loser. You just copy paste something and just keep banging it out.
Fake profile, pretending from India and you're depressed.
With a fake profile, and then just keeps. Why? It's crazy, isn't it? Why? I'm trying to think why. What's the aim? What's the goal? Like, what religion are you? What religion are you? What religion are you? What religion are you? That kind of thing. Same thing. What religion are you? What religion are you? What religion are you? You're bald. You're bald. You're bald. You're bald. You're bald. You're bald. You're gay. That. Like, it's like. Is it to be annoying? Is it to upset? Is it to just? I don't know. Keep pressing it. Paste. Just knowing people having a laugh, probably. That made me laugh, Brad. Good, it made you laugh. It's crazy though, isn't it? It's fucked. It's fucked. I'm on about people who spam. But on a positive, you just they help the algorithm, so it picks it up. Rumpelstiltskin saying I'm off to a late dinner. Catch you all later. Take care. Take care, Rumpelstiltskin. Thanks for being on here again. Thanks for just being here, man. Nice one. Thanks. Enjoy your dinner. Typical Indian accounts is Shari. I can't really name. Real. I'll call you Real because that's what I can see at the end. Real is saying typical Indian accounts. Why they like that? The Indian accounts. Is there a reason? Is there another reason?
Are they even Indian?
Are they even Indian? Who knows? Snow Squirrels, I don't know. As a kid, I liked spamming friends. It was funny annoying them. Yeah, they want to. Yeah.
But we like 40.
Enjoying annoying. Yeah, enjoying the reactions. Basically bored, isn't it? About putting things off, what about how we find motivation? Thanks, Vince Valan, for bringing us back to topic in a way, loosely based. How we find motivation. What do you mean by how we find motivation? How we find it within ourselves? What's the reason we get out of bed? Motivation. What's the reason? You need a reason for doing something. Linking that to a goal. Motivation is all good and well when you've got loads of energy, but when you've not got the energy, then it comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And being stoic and having, I don't know, grit. You have to have a why, don't you? Why am I doing this? What do I want? And why am I doing it? Linking that to the motivation, maybe. Attention seekers and losers. I think I know who it is, Shelley's saying. Anyway. Rumpelstiltskin saying, Joy, dude, I'm Indian too. Rumpelstiltskin, you could get on that. No, please don't, Rumpelstiltskin. Join the troll tribe. No, please don't. I'm joking. Tyler says, would you choose the same profession sorry. Tanner is saying, would you choose the same profession? And if you have to do it all again or whatever he's saying. It's a good question. I'm really glad I do what I do, mate, to be honest, Tanner. I really enjoy what I do. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of things I don't agree with, but I'm glad I did what I've done. I'm glad I've done what I've done, yeah. So would I change it? No, I wouldn't. I've gone with it, and I think I've done very well to be who I am or where I am in life. It's much better than I thought it would be, Tanner, to say the least. So I think I've done very well under my circumstances as well. So I don't regret it. I'm actually glad I did. Shelley says good night to Rumpelstiltskin. Tanner's laughing. It is a good question. I don't know what else I would have done. I didn't know what else to do, Tanner. Don't know. I don't know what else I would have done. What? Okay. So, Jaff, hi, brother. Hi to you. How are you? Normal dude. Hey, we have the same first name. Do we? Normal dude. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Is your name Brad too? I'm one of the 18 Yoricks living in Germany. All right, Yorick. Your name's Yorick, sorry. Snow School says, yes, I think if I start spamming people now, they will not start spamming back like back then. Well, yeah. Hi, Aidan. Welcome back. Hello back. Hello to you. Welcome back, mate. How are you? Hope you're okay. Vince Vallant is saying, honestly, when I heard you were a nurse, I thought that was perfect for your personality. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you. It was just bang on target because you were caring, but also action orientated. Wow, you've just hit the nail on the head, Vince Vallant. Thanks. That's very, very specific and very kind of you to say. And there's a lot of truth in what you just said. So thanks. That's really nice. Thank you. Very, very nice of you to say. Sandra says that's beautiful. I agree. I never thought of it in that way that you just said. Anyway, but I don't regret doing it. I don't regret doing it, and I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I do it as a job, even with all the challenges and frustrations that it presents. Shelley says, Vince Valon, that's one of the most nicest things to say. I agree. It's lovely. Thanks. What's Aidan saying? Sorry. Oh, it's Friday. Aidan, do you know what that is? Appreciation.
Well done, Aidan.
Well done, Aidan. Well done, everyone else. It's Friday. Yeah. We've made it. We've made it. Yeah. That is very, very basic, isn't it? But very, very true. A bit of appreciation. Makes you feel good. Takes you away from negative thinking at the very least. Appreciating the fact that you made it to Friday. I'm being grateful for that. Anyway. Aidan saying, honestly, it's the longest week to date. But I am here. I woke up. I am blessed, and as are all you people. Aidan, thanks for your positivity there. That's lovely. Really nice. Why was it the longest week? You don't have to answer this, by the way, but why was it a long week? If you don't want to answer, don't. I'm just asking. Lots of respect to nurses, health and care workers. Thanks, Store Squirrel. I think a lot of respect to everybody. Everyone helping each other out in their own way. I believe. Shelley's saying like and subscribe and hit that like button. Yes, thanks, guys. Thanks for your support, everybody. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you so much. Tanner's saying, let me confess that after a certain age, of course, having a decent life, many things lose their attractiveness, let's say, as a goal compared to the past, resulting in putting off. I think I might have more to say there. Yeah, things lose their appeal, Tanner. Things aren't so novel. Beginner's mind, isn't it? The beginner's mind is when you're new at something and it's exciting. And that therefore makes it more attractive to you potentially. And it can put you off that. I get what you're saying, Tanner. Absolutely. You get a bit weary of things, tired of things. You've been there, done it for years and years and years. Therefore, the appeal can rub off eventually. Snow Squirrel, you sound like a current person yourself. I agree, Shelley. Absolutely. Claytor is dishing out some digital cucumbers. You're all give, Claytor. You really are. Aidan saying, long story short, helping a branch I wasn't originally based in get out of the poo. I remember the whole not getting angry at stupidity thing yesterday. I'm living it. You're helping a branch out I wasn't originally based in get out of the shit. Oh my God. So you're dealing with someone else's problem there. And you remember not getting angry at stupidity thing. Did you put it into practice the way then? It's not easy, is it? I'm living it. Oh dear, mate. God, what's been the outcome of that situation? How did you cope? How did you manage with the whole not getting angry at stupidity thing? In theory, it's very easy to say it, but put it into practice, field testing it out and about in the workplace is different. Zabulu saying, would you like something novel that teaches you a way other than the physical confines? Zabulu, maybe. Depends what you're going to say. I don't know what you're going to say, Zabulu. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. So I'm saying healthcare providers, regardless of what their role is, deserve great respect. Thanks, Tanner. That's very mindful and respectful of you to say. Doesn't matter what role you are, you're all playing a part as part of a team to try and help people. And it does garner respect. So thank you. Vince Fallon says, we buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. Absolutely. Bang on. It's a great quote, that, isn't it? Amazing quote. We buy things we don't need. Like, we don't need that new Audi. Brand new Audi. A lot of the time, Vince Fallon as well, it's like, you're getting this new car, right? It's let's just go with Audi. Fuck it. And it's a brand new Audi. It's a very nice Audi, but it's £800 per month. You don't own it, just to keep it. The monthly payments are a killer. And the Audi, no one really notices it because everyone else has got very similar cars anyway. So you're buying things to impress other people, but even that doesn't always work because people don't give a shit because there's that many of these Audis or BMWs or Mercedes that they all look the same-ish and no one cares. And then you're using money that you don't even have to impress people we don't even like or know. Yeah. That's the ego, isn't it? Vince Fallon in a way. The ego running away with itself. And it costs you, and it creates unnecessary suffering to yourself, potentially. Not to you, but the people that do that. Aidan is saying, correcto, I've been the most patient, respectful being while I clock in as a little worker boy. But God diggity damn, ignore my blasphemy there. It's been a challenge, but I've done it. Well done for surviving the week. And you're glad you've made it to the end. You've done it. Well done, mate. Well done. Okay, Zabulu, forget religion and everything for a moment and question why we are here and how the human body has been built like a supercomputer. If you have reached your end, then what do you think? What you think is currency? Just a question: are you real God? Then seek out a little knowledge and make your mind up. Who knows? Who knows? I believe there's another side to Bulu. I do. Keep going. That's all I've got to say. Just be. Shelley saying the story of my life. Ha ha ha. I have to rein it in. Yeah. Snow Squirrel saying thanks, Shelley. I definitely try to be where I'm able to help. I'm also an impatient, grumpy man, but that's mostly with work. Yeah. Vince Varlan, I can relate to that. Vince Varlan is saying, I experienced the peace and satisfaction in being forgotten by the world. The peace and satisfaction from being forgotten by the world. How does that make you feel? Do you feel at peace with that? You've experienced the peace and satisfaction being forgotten by the world. How did you achieve that, should I say, Vince Varlan? That doesn't sound easy. Aidan saying, well done to all of us. We've woke up today. I love your positivity, Aidan. It's great. Thank you. That's great. Shelley saying, snow squirrel. There we go. Sander is sending respect to Aidan. Freedom. Freedom from the rat race, Vintervallen. Freedom from the nonsense. Freedom from the ego-driven bullshit. Freedom from the mindless games that people play. The list could go on and on with regards to you there. That's what's coming out of my mind anyway. Zabuli saying, I know there's a God because of being up to my lowest point with drugs, alcohol, loneliness. Cried out at my end. I was filled with timeless peace after crying out to Jesus Christ. Okay. Good for you. Good to hear, man. Anyway. Cac. I'm from the UK. Yes, my name's Brad. I'm English. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I do have Discord available for those that want it on the memberships that I have. It is on my bio, on my links, on my channel. And if you want to carry on conversations when the lives are not occurring, that's a place for people to go if they want to. But thank you to anyone else that's liked and subscribed as well, by the way, guys. Thank you. Anyway, Snow Squirrel saying, yes, indeed. This morning I thought would be nice if it was weekend now. Do we not? I don't know. I think you've got to be mindful of just wishing for the weekend as well, because you think you're wishing your life away, I suppose. I understand why, though. Vince Fallon saying, free from expectations, judgments. Just a few people I like and my family. No status hunting, no rumour spreading. Quiet work, peaceful life, minding my own business. Vince Fallon, that sounds like absolute bliss. Undo that. Sorry.
Oh, no.
What?
Meanwhile, waiting for my husband to apologize after the discussion we had.
Oh dear, right, I don't want to see that.
He's sleeping.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Vince Farland saying, free from expectations, judgment, just a few people. I like my family. No status hunting. Oh my God, status hunting within a job. Trying to get that new leadership position and trying, status hunting. That's a topic in itself. What's all that about? No rumour spreading. Gossip. Being part of gossip. Being on the blunt end of gossip. Being gossiped about. Quiet work, peaceful life, minding my own business. That sounds like bliss into my life. I like that. I like that. That's high vibrational, basically, what you're saying. That's amazing. Anyway, Aidan saying, I lived in Leicester for a wee bit. I'm in Derby now. How's life in Derby? Rajput saying, Man, UK is falling down. I generally feel sad for seeing it fall. Save the UK. Good luck with that one. I don't know how they're going to do it. But I agree, it's falling down. I agree. Kit Ross. Hi, Kit. How's it going? You're English. I'm Scottish. You're more angry counterpart. I think Scotland's a lot more free than England. I really do. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Kit, but that's what my thoughts are. Loosely based. Snow Squirrel's going, sounds great, Vince Vallan. No drama, no gossip, no bullshit, no narcissistic crap, no fakeness or less fakeness. That is freeing. It takes up all your energy as well, doesn't it? All the gossip, all the lies, all the chasing an imaginary social status to Billy Big Bollocks of whatever you're trying to achieve. And letting all that go, that's success in a way. You're making me think there, Vince Vallan, in a good way, by the way. That sounds, I don't know, sounds great. It feels great thinking about it. Anyway, Vince Vallan, couldn't put it any better myself. Thank you for that. I agree. Thank you, Vince Vallan. Very wise person. Really, really wise. Aidan saying, I'm a wee half Scottish half breed. Right. Right, okay. I've got Scottish family, but I've never met them. They were from Perth. My granddad's from Perth. He was Scottish. But I'm not. Obviously, I don't class myself as Scottish, so I'm English as hell. Of course, because I've lived here all my life. I don't get the Americans. That they say I'm 10th generation Irish, like a 20th generation Irish, and then they celebrate Paddy's Day like they're passionate, like they're Irish. I think it's idiotic. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Shelley. Maybe it's a bit controversial what I've said, but that's crazy. Anyway. Jim? Jesus has not got... I don't know about that, mate. I don't know, mate. Anyway. How to deal with people, relatives who bring low energy and try to disturb your high energy state. Peace of mind. Good question. Ideally, you wouldn't live with them. Ideally, there'd be boundaries. You don't see them every day. You don't interact with them all the time, with your family and your relatives, and they're bringing that low vibrational bullshit to your door. So they're just, it's constant games, constant goalposts are being changed all the time. It's low vibrational, it's low energy. If you're living with them, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder, and I mean a hell of a lot harder to deal with that. But it's limited. It's having your own place, limiting your interactions, putting boundaries in place, learning to say no, learning to fucking say no, assertiveness, saying no, I don't want to do that, and then not feeling guilty about it. That is going to help you protect your peace. Finding your own place out of the way. Only see them selectively. Would be a few solutions to that. Not always easy though. Snow Squirrel is saying, yeah, you are right, Brad. And I'm enjoying my work, but still being under contract for a certain amount of hours always takes its toll over the years for me. Snow Squirrel, you just hit the nail on the head. It does take its toll. I'm in that myself. I've been on my life. And it does wear you down. Vince Vallan is saying, The poor people didn't take the money from the middle class. The ultra-rich did. True. In the study of wealth distribution concerning what has happened the last decades, that is obvious. Yes, it is, Vinta Balan. It's being played out perfectly for the ultra-rich as we speak, and it has been going on since the 80s, I think. There's not much left on the table, though, now. The ultra-rich have just soaked up the lot. Is it BlackRock, the company? I think it's BlackRock. There's 3 big companies, and they own a lot of the world, and BlackRock's one of them. Sandra, did you have a nice dinner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Who asked?
Shelley's asked you, did you have a nice dinner?
Yeah.
It was nice, yeah. She had grilled chicken salad, yeah.
With
Avocado, yeah.
I had a tiny amount of fries.
Yeah.
And what else did I have?
That was it.
And a tiny bit of Coke, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Aidan is saying some people just need to learn that it's okay to stop talking as it's beautiful to listen. Aidan, wow, man. I agree. It's nice to be quiet, and it's good to be quiet in a world that can't stop talking. It's good to be quiet in a world that can't stop talking. I am kind of contradicting that right now because I'm speaking a lot, but I have to keep this going. But it is good to listen, mate. I completely agree. It's beautiful to listen. I agree. The more of the world needs that. Raj put saying, I was staying in England, Liverpool for my studies. It's getting so costly to live in. Raj put it, yes, the cost of living's gone up, mate. It's hard out there, dude. I understand your pain. It's not easy. Snow School saying, yes, I've heard people talk very bad about someone, and not even an hour later, they're all nice to the person as if it's their friend. That is horrible. I hate that. Very sad and very tiring types of people indeed. And so, they're slagging them off to death. Absolutely slagging them off. They absolutely hate them. They're bad-mouthing them, for example. And then, out of nowhere, they're just really nice to that person. I think it's bad. Man. And let's meet them halfway to an extent. Like, they're slagging off the person, but then if they don't really speak to them afterwards, then at least they're following through on that to an extent. It's bad juju, though. It's bad energy, isn't it? It's not good. I've seen that so many times in the workplace, no squirrel. It makes my skin crawl. It's fake. There's so much fakeness in the world. Anyway. Cost of living is all over the world, Shelley saying. Hard to disagree with you there. Spurs football is dead. Have you been to the stadium? It's amazing. Tottenham Stadium's amazing, but the football team's not great. I'm a Blackburn Rovers fan. I don't really follow football, man. I don't really follow it. I'll be honest. I don't mind it, but I don't really follow it. Shelley's saying, Brad, it doesn't matter where you are from. If you're a nice person, being kind and showing no hatred, that's how I feel, Brad. Yeah, it's your behaviour and the energy that you send out there. Jesse, nice to meet you, Jesse. My name's Brad. Big up Tommy Robinson. Okay. Blue Boy, how did you deal with losing your hair? Basically, made me insecure when I was younger. I shaved it all off. I suited it. And I just, once it was off, it was gone. So once it was gone, it didn't bother me anymore. It's like the problem's gone because it's not there anymore. That's how I dealt with that, by the way. Or Kakish, my mother doesn't know how to say no. She thinks we have so abundance, so distribute. Your mother doesn't know how to say no. I don't know what you mean by that. Can you elaborate a bit more, Krishna? Being two-faced is horrible. Yeah, I've seen it in the workplace. 3, innit? It's disgusting. And they're proper slagging them off. Like, they really hate these people or a person. They absolutely despise them. And they're going on and on and on about how much they hate them. An hour later, they're being overly nice to them. Like, really sickly sweet with them.
They're just playing the game.
Playing the game, yeah. It's playing the game,
Not
but it's...
really dreading it in a workplace, it's a corporation setting.
Mm.
It's more dreadful when it's real life and it's your friends.
If it's your friends, it's really bad.
That's the worst.
Sometimes my late friend used to say this, and sometimes your friends are your enemies in disguise.
Yeah, when it's friendly.
Sometimes your friends are your enemies in disguise. Would be linked to that. Anyway. Oh my God, it's Danny Mills. Love you playing for Tottenham. Keep up with the great commentary. You're doing the World Cup this year. I wish I was doing the World Cup this year. But I'm not. Because my name is Brad, of course. Anyway, Vince Varlan, the worst thing is when the drama-causing gossipers tell themselves they're doing it because they care. As if they're doing some sort of heroic quest when they really should be minding their own business. Yeah. They're doing it because they care. They want to do the right thing. They want to put the world to right, Vince Varlan. A lot of the time, the gossip, it's kind of seductive, isn't it? Curiosity killed the cat. It's like, oh, what's going on with this person or that person? So they're just bored and they want a bit of gossip. It's like a low vibrational thing, isn't it? But very addictive. Knowing what this person is doing, knowing what that person's doing. But it kind of keeps you stuck. Anyway, they should mind their own business, you're right. I agree. About setting boundaries from these low energy relatives. Do you live with them, Krishna? You mind your own business, that's good. Do you live with them, Krishna? Do you live with your relatives? Yes or no? Let's see where you're at. I'm trying to find out a bit more so I can answer more specifically. You don't live with them, right? That's great. Putting boundaries in place is basically, are they rude? Are they manipulative? Do they always want things from you? Snow Squirrel saying, yeah, truly surprised me when I realised how much acting some people do. The world's full of actors. The world's full of actors. One of Shakespeare's statements, isn't it? Of quotes. Also, how nice, extra nice and talkative people are with the higher ups at the company, just fake. God, Snow Squirrel, that is across the board all over the world. No matter what job you're doing. Politics, basically, it's politics, isn't it? It's currying favour with the higher ups, being a sycophant. A sycophant is an arse licker, isn't it? Being a fawning, self-serving sycophant. Blowing smoke up people's bums just to get favours. I just think it's really, really degrading to yourself to do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I think it's disgusting and lacks integrity. However, it's a lot of the world does that, unfortunately. I hate gossipers, bored people. You're right. Just mind your own business. Focus on yourself. You'll do so much better as well. Don't waste your energy thinking about what everyone else is doing. You get much more done. Aaron, how's the holiday? Brad, how's the holiday? Thanks, Aaron. How are you, mate? Welcome back, man. It's been a nice rest. I've had a really nice rest. I've been to the gym today, which I'm glad I did. I've had a nice slow day. I'm taking it easy. I do a lot, Aaron. I do a hell of a lot. It's nice to slow down and just chill. So, yeah. Thanks, man. How are you? Hope you're okay. But they visit sometimes. They act good. So they visit sometimes. What do they do that annoys you the most, Krishna? What do they do, your family? What do they do that more annoys you the most? What's the one thing that you want to change with regards to your family that are low energy? What's the one thing that annoys you the most? I mean, when they go back to their homes, after that, my peace of mind is disturbed for a few days. So they're erratic by the sounds of it. Aaron's saying hello to Shelley. They're not giving you peace, they're giving you problems. Can you say, look, do you know when you keep coming every Friday, we're gonna be too busy, we've got plans. That's a boundary in place. Let's say they come every Friday. Can you not say no? Can you say no? Their energy. Anyway. Hello again, Ruppel Skutskin. I'm still going. Adler, I am not that. Are you that? You're helping my algorithm there, lad. Good lad. Good lad. Well done. Are you intelligent? Are you cognitively challenged? Are you cognitively challenged, Adler? Keep posting it. Helping my algorithm. Brilliant. Brilliant. Always look on the bright side of life. Absolutely. Absolutely. It helps, doesn't it? It really does. Thank you for your advice. It's just I have to become more patient. Not always that, though, Krishna. I'm calling you Krishna, sorry, because I can't read the other part of the thingy. What was I going to say then? You have to become more patient. If they're disturbing your peace, though, I'd have less of them over. I really would. He just keeps going, yeah. If he comes back, I'll just time out for 24 hours. If I need to, snow squirrel, yeah. It does actually mean free and happy, yeah, it does. Vince Fallon says, I can get really disturbed by obnoxious behaviour. Can't get into my head why people can be so disrespectful to a certain extent. It's because you wouldn't do that yourself. But I also know that I'm sensitive. You're emotionally intelligent, basically, Vince Fallon. You're emotionally intelligent. And I need to remember that, to be fair. That's very self-reflective of you to say, very wise of you to say. Shows a lot of strength from yourself there. You're living with your parents right now. So it's not in your hands. And you said your mum is very accommodating. Well, you have no influence with that decision then. Have you spoke to your parents about it? I suppose when they do come, it's like, okay, I'm going to put some earphones in. Or I'm going to make myself busy, get out of the way of them. Do they sleep over as well, Krishna? If you work, take financial advantage of the situation if your parents don't mind. What do you mean if you're contributing to the house? If you're paying your way? Maybe you get a say then. Rumpelstiltskin said something really good here. I don't know why. Mike Tyson said it perfectly. Internet has made people too comfortable to talk shit without being punched in the face. Absolutely bang on. A lot of these people, they're really weak. I bet these people as well that are behind the phones. If you like saw them in a room or something, I just imagine them being really, really weak. Little weasels, little pathetic weasels, man, and just weak as fuck. And you'd have them in tears in seconds if you wanted to. Not that you should do that, but Mike Tyson's right. Makes some people get way too comfortable being disrespectful and not getting punched in the face. Bang on. Mintervaland, Happiness depends on what you give, not what you get. Not what you get. What you give out and not what you get. Sending it out there. Sorry guys, I'm not at my best today. I'm doing my best, but anyway. Snow Squirrel saying I paid a little rent when I started earning to my mother when I lived with her. Thought it was fair also, but I mean, when living at home, still save, invest as much as you can that early. Yeah, to put your create, save it while you can. I didn't quite achieve that one. Just going quiet for a moment. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Vince Fan saying sometimes we need problems to get us to change things in our lives so they can really be blessing in disguise. Yeah. Sometimes the issues and problems that we get, I agree, absolutely. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit tired, guys. Bang on, Vince Vallan again. Krishna saying, I can't. Yeah, I try my best. Seems all is good, but then there are perturbations alike to when still water is disturbed. Oh. You're going to university in London this fall, though. That's brilliant. What are you studying, Krishna? Rumpelstiltskin says, I get a lot what I call basement babies commenting stuff. I just tell them to get out and improve on your chlorophyll deficiency. Funny. Never too late to start saving, investing, though. True. Or aeronautical engineering. Wow. That's impressive. I know nothing about aeronautical engineering, but I respect that. Well done. When are you starting that at University in London? You must be really smart, Krishna. You must be super intelligent. Good luck on your journey, by the way. Honestly, good luck on it. You'll get there eventually. That doesn't sound easy. How many years does that take to complete? You've got to be patient. Yeah, sometimes you've hit a red light. The red light could be, right, you've got into the university, but it's not starting for another 6 months or another year. So you've got to wait. You're at a red light. And you've got to wait for the light to go green so you can go. So yes. And then you look back and it makes you appreciate your freedom more once you've been in that situation. So you're living with your parents. They keep having family over. They're annoying as hell. They drain your energy. You'd rather not have them there, if you're honest, for understandable reasons, but you can't change it. So you've got to be patient and suck it up, basically. But when in the future, when you've got your own place, you'll appreciate the freedom that you'll have going forwards. I hope so, anyway. Was it a Masters this fall, 2026? All right, it'll be here before you know it, Krishna. Must be very tough, Snow Squirrel, it sounds it. That's what you wanted to do, is it, Rumpelstiltskin? But unfortunately, I had to drop out of engineering. Why did you have to drop out of it? Enjoy your holiday, Shelley. Yeah, Shelley saying yes. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm not sure about live on Sunday, if I'm honest, because I've got the dinghy to go to, communion to go to. So that'll be priority. So I might be having a few days off from this. Oh. This isn't easy. Always. Like, subscribe, push the button. Thanks, Shelley. Thanks for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Money, lack of it, and some family issues. Sorry, Opal Skiltskin, it's not easy, is it? Sorry to hear that, mate. You're passionate about drones. Well, they're doing well with drones, aren't they? I enjoy studying. That's going to help you, isn't it, massively? I think I'll have 5 more minutes. I want to go. I think I've done a lot of this week. Anyway, I'll go quiet for a moment. Planes, drones is in aeronautical engineering. I didn't know that, Krishna. I didn't know that. I have no idea. Thanks for sharing. I'm a salmon monk now. Going with the flow. I like it. Going with the flow. No way, Shelley. Shelley says, I have a communion Sunday too. My niece's daughter is making hers also. No way. Mad, Shelley. Yeah. Sandra's nephew's doing the same this Sunday. Same as your nieces, by the way. Wow. Cool.
There's a lot of people doing it.
A lot of people doing it.
This Sunday.
Yeah, there must be loads of people doing it this Sunday all over the world, all over Europe at the very least. What is a communion? Sandra, can you explain? Because you'll explain it better than me.
Yeah.
Sandra's going to explain.
I shall think about it for a second and then I shall explain it, please.
Deezer, oh hey, it's the Deezer, have a bit of respect. Be a nice person. Communion is, let me think.
So it's
Go on.
Catholic tradition.
Yeah.
It happens within children in 2nd grade, basically. Or usually during the spring months, so usually it's in May. They have to prepare. They have to go to masses regularly if they want to participate in the communion. It's called the first communion, by the way. It's basically when they it's a cultural thing. They receive that, you know, that, I don't know how you guys call it in England, the round white thing you receive in the mass on your tongue.
Or the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
little round.
Yeah. It's very significant because they receive their first bread, basically. Yeah. And it's widely celebrated. And you have large family gatherings, special food, like really good food, especially where I live. Gifts. It's basically, literally, I've attended some English weddings, like your basic English weddings, and the food at the first communion in Croatia,
Yeah.
it's like a billionaire's wedding, basically. Nothing like English weddings. It's so much better than an English wedding. I'm just making a comparison.
Okay, thanks.
It's a milestone for the kid. It's like a religious and cultural milestone.
Mm.
And yeah, it's a sacrament for the Holy Communion, basically.
Okay.
I could
Thanks.
talk about it more, but I know it's so interesting. I understand.
Thanks for telling me
The
that.
food is fantastic. So
In Croatia, I think it's bigger in Croatia than it would be in England overall or UK overall.
it's a tradition.
It used to, yeah. Community is a betting of family. Yorick's saying, question mark. Community is like that holy water christening ceremony. I don't know. Rumpelstiltskin saying.
Do you want to hear a fun fact about Croatia?
Go on.
Like an unwritten rule.
Go on.
if you invite somebody for coffee out, you have to pay for the coffee. That's the unwritten rule.
Is it?
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's done only by Catholics.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was Protestant. I went to a really strict Protestant school.
Traitor.
I went to a strict Protestant school. They used to make us go to church all the time. Often. Anyway. Shelley's saying that's the first bread called communion. The new invention is confirmation. In Ireland, it's a Catholic country. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. So Vince Fallon saying sort of like a Protestant confirmation then. They do it when they're teenagers. Vince Fallon, yes. And that, thanks for the info. Vince Fallon, I went to a really strict Protestant school, and the community, I think we had a community in the teenage years, we got offered it at like 14, and I said no.
What was it?
I said no.
Because we have something in the teenage years again.
Yeah.
In 15, 16. It's the second one.
Oh, I lose track.
It's really cool.
As a Protestant, you were christened when you're born, which I got christened when I was born.
Yes, we are.
And then we had the communion or something like that when we were like 13, 14. I said no to it.
We have confirmation at 15,
I didn't
16.
want it. A what?
It's called confirmation.
Yeah, confirmation. It might be called that as well. I forgot what.
Sacrament again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I didn't really know that I'd be Yorick. If I'm honest.
We are basically here in Croatia too cool for you, bro.
Well, of course you are, yeah.
You know, that's a fact.
What was I going to say then? It's all right. I don't know what I was going to say, guys. Sorry. My brain's not braining today. In Croatia, religion is still has much more of a strong part of society in comparison to fucking England. It's lost. It's well bit. Christianity's still in England, of course it is, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. Nowhere near. A lot of churches in England, and I don't know about Ireland, I don't know about Scotland, but I do know England. A lot of the churches are just they've been converted into apartments.
Yeah.
Or like they're not churches anymore. They're just abandoned.
England is a very secular country, meaning that it's very neutral in religion.
That's what it's gone like, yeah. Anyway, we've gone to religion again, haven't we? But it's okay. Shelley says, yes, I was 12 when I made my confirmation, 3 hours in the church.
Oh, you're very young there when you make confirmation.
You're back on the 16th, Yorick. Go on, what?
Very young for confirmation.
Is it? Santa said it's very young. Rumpel's saying, what's the reason, history behind it? Never mind. I'm confusing you and me more. Confusing me, mate. I have no disrespect to anyone that does it, though. You know, if that's what people believe, that's fine. It's not for me personally, but other people get positives from it, which is a good thing. It's just Gortally. Hillary, you good? Hi, how are you? GP5787, what are your pronouns?
Oh dear.
That's so dumb. So
That's
dumb.
old school. No.
Dumb. It's dumb. GP5787, that's a bit dumb.
I asked you this the other day.
Yeah, it's like it's going to be copy paste, isn't it? It's repeated often. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I'm just chilling now. GP5787. I wonder who you are behind the screen. Wonder who you are. I wonder how your life was when you grew up. I wonder how you've got to where you're at, where you're like putting people down on YouTube just to make yourself feel better, innit? Does it make you laugh? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel strong? Does it make you feel powerful? Does it make yourself feel better? Does it make you feel like you're escaping yourself a little bit by putting other people down, but on your phone? Probably on your phone, aren't you? Google Chrome. You are a regular on someone else's channel, aren't you? You are. I think I've seen you before. Please tell me this is a safe space. So you're doubling up on that as well. You're on, what's he called, live? Matt's live, aren't you? I've seen you before.
They always say the same thing as well.
They always say the same thing,
About
yeah.
the safe space.
Trying to get in a deeper psychological vibe. I'm going down this avenue. Let me go down this avenue. GP5787. LOL, you literally use YouTube as a friend simulator. My goal is to make you people touch grass and come back to society.
Okay.
Is it? Wow, you're a part of that then. Wow, you're part of that. It helps people to connect. I think it's a really good thing. Your goal is to make people touch grass. How's it working for you, GP5787? How's that working for you? And why are you using your time and energy to do that? Would it not be better utilizing your own time and energy on yourself? Working towards goals yourself? Maybe that would be better for you, but you're probably not going to listen to anything I've got to say, but maybe. My name's Brad, by the way. Shelley saying GP5787, there's only one A in mam, probably a middle-aged man. Yeah. Rumpuscut saying, I like knowing things like a curious monkey. Only thing I ever gave up on was reading Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time. Nope, it's on another level. Not for mere mortals. I've never read that. Vince Valen saying, I don't know, Google. I don't trust you. GP5787, he said, also, I really like you. What, my Adidas t-shirt? Google Cross said, I want to be safe. If you present respect and portray yourself in a respectful manner, then you shall receive the same in return. You like it? Yeah, I've seen it on there.
22. Anyway, no.
2222, angel number. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. I appreciate all the support. Google Chrome. I think you present on here, not in the best of manner, really, which is a shame for yourself. That's your life. That's your burden to carry. Anyway, Laura saying, hello, it is my birthday. How are you? Laura, happy birthday to Laura. Do you know what? Timmy says happy birthday too. Happy birthday, Laura. Timmy says hello. My name is Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. And nice to meet you, basically. Your name's Lacey. Sorry, Lacey. Happy birthday to Lacey. It's been a long time, yeah. He's on a lot, isn't he? I'll give him one thing I would definitely give that person. He definitely has a lot of perseverance and determination. I'll give him that. Matt's life journey. I know that guy. He's been along. He's on all the time. That's another channel, of course. His streams are constant. Yes, Google Chrome, true. Rumpelstiltskin said he's going to drop in someday. Thomas. Hi, Tom. How's it going? Nice stream again, bro. Thanks, man. How are you? Hope you're okay. Thanks for all the support, guys. Google Chrome saying, okay, bye. Have a good one. Sorry I didn't jot it out. No worries. Thanks for turning it around a little bit there. Respect to you for turning it around. No worries. Shelley says hi to Tom. Tom sending love and respect. Player no. Do you what? You've been here before with your cockroach ice cream. Yeah, it's amazing. It tastes great. Rumpelstiltskin said Google laters take care. Rio Gaster, oh my god. What's oh my god, mate? Nice to meet you, Rio. I wonder where this YouTubing's gonna take me. How far is it gonna go? Where am I gonna go with it? It's not an easy avenue to go down. It's it's time consuming. It does take energy, etc., etc. I do genuinely enjoy it. Let's see. Time will tell. Yeah, he did. Rumpelstiltskin. I've got very cynical. You know, I might not like this, but I'll say it. David Attenborough turned 100, right? Okay, good for him. However, I'll give my little thought on it. A lot of the time, it's the camera that he does nature shows, doesn't he? But it's the cameramen that are constantly sat in a position for hours and hours and hours and hours, getting the footage, putting loads of time and energy in, just to capture the right moment with the animals, for example. And then he just swoons in as his little majestic chat about the animals, and then pisses off and gets all the glory. A lot of people might not like that comment, but that's what I think of. I'm being very cynical, I know. They are relevant, yes. 3 of them, yes. They've been very successful, to be fair. You think he's great, right? Kind of right, though, Anna. Yeah, actually. He doesn't do the fucking graft, does he? Comes in and says his little fucking 2p's worth, reads the script, sounds majestic.
Does nothing. Of course he's
100. And then fucks off. And Santa says, of course he's 100, he does nothing. Don't know. He's very successful, I'll give him that. He's done very, very well. However, I don't know. I'm being really cynical, and I know. Towards that, they see it. Nice, you were thinking of those others forget. What do you mean by that, Bintafalam? But the people that put all the work in would be the ones that are doing the videoing of the animals stuck in the savannah or in the jungle for hours, for days, for months, just getting the right angle, doing all the hard work. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears. And then Richard Attenborough, whatever he's called, swoons in, says his bit.
It's David Attenborough.
David Attenborough, sorry. David Attenborough. I think so. Yeah, sorry if I'm getting it wrong. Then gets all the glory.
I love the name. I love it.
Anyway. Glad you made me laugh. Yeah. Different perspective, that. It is cynical, though, for me. I agree. I get it. Rumpelstiltskin says, I didn't like the Bear Grylls Island fiasco. Otherwise, he's great at what he does. Yeah, Bear Grylls. Ex-SAS, isn't he?
Not a fan either.
Sanders not a fan either.
Tusser. Rich Tusser that has nothing better to do in life.
I read a book once on that note about rich tossers. Anyway, I read a book, right, and it's about this guy, and he swims around the whole of the UK. And I read the book. I forgot what it's called. I'm not going to tell you because I didn't like it. I can't remember the name. That's how great this book was. Not. And he swims around the country, and he's like, yeah, I met these amazing people, and it was great. And he's like this rich guy. He swam around the country, and I'm thinking, you're just bored. You're bored. And so, whoopie-doo, you swam around the country. Sorry, I'm being really cynical, I don't know. Thinking, is this the book? I'm not inspired by this person at all. It's like, it's not reality. It's not real. Average person couldn't do this. It's not relatable to me.
Yep.
I thought this is a rich dickhead who's decided he wants to be swimming around the country and he's got loads of help out for loads of people and then he's achieved it. And now he's written a book about it and it sounded a bit pretentious and a bit showing off. I don't know. I was thinking...
Not inspired.
Not inspired. Not real. I'm thinking, how have you helped the world with swimming around the country? The whole British Isles. How have you helped the world? Is anyone else going to do it? No, they're not going to fucking do it because they can't afford it. They won't have the time to do it. And that's it. Sorry. Anyway. I wouldn't want to be famous though. My worst nightmare is an introvert. I wouldn't be able to just, you'd be hounded. You'd be hounded by the outside world, yeah, if you were famous. Nana saying nice teeth. All right, thanks. I'll take it. Wimpus Gutsy saying some mind chow, but a sprinkle of joy is always welcome. Yeah. Fan, no knocks. I'm not a Man City. A good team though. NB, fame is everything, mate. Everything we aspire to be and want. Maybe for some, not for everybody. And your life is hollow, Vinter, and the truth will set you free. Not being very... Vinter Varlan is a very, very wise person, RB. Really wise. Really, really, really wise. The real deal, basically. And you're talking nonsense in a nutshell. So let's see what questions I'll ask will trigger you. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Shelley saying, I don't like Bear Grylls. He's a posh showman, more of an unlikable actor.
I agree.
Sander agrees. I agree. Yeah.
Tosser.
Tosser. Yeah. Vince Van saying, explain to me why my life is hollow. I happen to think I am blessed with this rich life. Yes. You're taking the piss. All right. Fame would be all right, though. Depends on the type of fame, I suppose. Maybe.
I'd like to be rich and anonymous. Thank you.
Rich and anonymous. We'll go with Rich and Anonymous. I'll go with Rich and Anonymous. Thanks as well. Money's not evil. It just gives you options. Gives you security, I suppose. Yeah. Vince Fallon, you're a nice guy. Vince Fallon, sorry to... I don't know if you're... Sorry. I forgot. I think you might be... I don't know. Sorry, Vince Fallon. I don't know what your thingy is. Male, female. It doesn't matter, actually. I don't know because I've never asked you. Sorry if I'm... Don't mean to be rude. Sorry. Shiva. Hello. Please say Jay Shri... Is that swearing, Shiva? What does it mean? All right then, Shiva, tell me what it means before I say it. Every tangent you talk about reminds me of some book. Now it was William Somerset's Morgan's The Razor's Edge. My head is muddled. It's pretty tough to be an anonymous billionaire. Well, it's tough to be a billionaire full stop. Isn't it? Rich and hidden. We'll go with that. Female. Doesn't really matter though. No, it doesn't. Vince Fallon, I thought I assumed that you were female, but I didn't want to be rude. But does it matter? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Absolutely correct. Cloak Zeus. I'm not saying that. I'm not bothered about football, if I'm honest. I don't really care about it. It says, all praise to Lord Rahman. Okay then, Shiva. Up the Super Frankie Lampard. He was a great footballer, wasn't he? He really was. Shelley's agreeing with Rumpus got seen how right you are.
Call it a day.
What?
Call it today.
I know. So my content recently has been probably a bit more relaxed. Going forwards, I'll get back on topics when I can. The crafty cockney, they call me, IB. How's life in London then, crafty cockney? Take time out, you're right. I need to. You're absolutely right, Shelley. I think I will, you know. I think I need a few days away from doing this. I need to take it easy. You're absolutely right. IBNZ saying probably not as grim as it is up north. IB, you're probably correct. I'm sure the south has got its problems, but is it grim up north? I'm from there, mate. So I can probably agree with you, if I'm going to be honest. IBNZ2, by the way. To be honest, I think there's a lot of truth to what you've just said.
Yeah.
Not everywhere's bad, but a lot of it's not great.
Exactly.
Rumpus says almost 2 a.m. I'm about to retire too. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day soon. Thanks to all the support, by the way. Thanks for everyone for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. IB is saying, nah, I'm not even English. I'm from New Zealand. I visited London. I can't say I'll be going back. Do you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. How's New Zealand, by the way? Is it a nice place to live? Do you like living there? When did you go to London as well? I'm asking you loads of questions there, mate. But anyway. Go for a few more minutes, then I'm going to call it a day. Rumpelstiltskin, take care. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you. Mr. Nobody on YouTube. Do you have any pirate memory games? No. It's a nice place, but we're losing most of our population to Australia, at least the young people. Why is it? Because of jobs, opportunities. Good night, Shelley. I'm going to get going soon too. And Timmy says good night as well. Timmy says night, Shelley. Thanks so much for your support. Don't forget your milk. Time for bed. Yeah. See you later, Shelley. You're used to the big city life, are you, IB? I'm going to call it a day, guys. I'm done. I'm knackered. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all your support, by the way. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed. I'm definitely going live on Monday, but I'm going to have a little rest this weekend. I'll be busy on Sunday, so... Yeah, Frost, yeah, you're late. I'm sorry. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. I need to go. Thank you for your time. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon at some point. Good night. God bless. Okay? Nice to meet you too, Frosty. It's all good.